Junior Unit 5 is all about managing stress and anxiety. And so we first have to start out with normalizing that stress and anxiety is not always a bad thing. We just really want to keep it in a healthy range, essentially. So if we didn't ever think about projects or homework per se, or practicing for any type of sports or recital or anything that we have going on, if we didn't care enough, or we didn't worry a little bit about it, if we didn't feel that, oh, I really have to do it, then we wouldn't put any effort into it. So we need some of that anxiety. We need some of that to get things done, essentially. But what we don't want it to go into an unhealthy range where now you are so consumed with what might happen and so concerned about what could go wrong that you can't even get to whatever that performance or event or thing is supposed to be. And so we need to find something. But I feel like in general, anxiety, it makes it sound like we're never supposed to have any anxiety, but it is okay for us to have some, and it kind of pushes us to get some things done. But we need that balance. And so we talk a lot about finding that balance through self-care. And self-care is not just, week vacation, as nice as that sounds. Self-care is stuff that we do every single day to sort of reset. And so it's a great way to explain to kids is to hold something simple like a pen or a pencil and just say, what if I asked you to hold this, for 5 minutes? Not so bad. What if I asked you to hold it for the rest of the day? Ooh, it's getting heavy. If I asked you to hold it for a week, for 3 weeks, like all of a sudden this is way heavier. There's no way that I can do that. It's now become unmanageable because we've never put this down. And so that's what we need to do with all of the things that we are thinking about or worrying about or should be practicing or should be studying or whatever it is. Like, okay, at some point we need to put those things down. And then self-care, we like to look at what are things that we're doing for our body, heart, and mind. So things to grow our body and make us feel good, grow our brains, and also things that we do for our heart, helping others, hanging out with animals, being kind, or just creating art or writing comics or, anything like that that just brings us joy. And so self-care is not just about, going away and getting away from it all. It's about every day finding something that you enjoy that can help reset kind of this weight that you're carrying. You put down this pen, you get to do stuff that you enjoy doing so that the next day you can get back up and pick up all the things and do all the have-tos and that you need to get done. But you have that balance of, that you're going to also do something that you enjoy as well. And with most of the skills that we are teaching through this life skills curriculum, they do start with parent modeling. And I would say that self-care is probably one of the most important for parents to demonstrate, because we're really teaching our kids that it's okay to take care of themselves. And sometimes that's not the message that we're getting in regular society, is that it's okay to take a step back, to maybe take a break, and to look out for, maybe what they need at that moment. Now, this is an excuse to not do work or to not get things done that they need to, but it's a way of finding a balance. So yes, I do have to get all of these other things done. As an adult, I'm going to have to get all these things done that I don't always love either, but I can also balance things that bring me joy, activities that I truly love, and talk about that. I did yoga today, or I took a walk around the block or whatever, and that grew my body. I did a puzzle today that strengthened my mind. And you know what? I was able to, do some doodling, or I, went on the piano and I played a couple songs, and that just felt really good for my heart. So giving them permission to finding things that they love, and then finding time in their schedule to enjoy them as well.